Hi everyone. So today I'll be showing you some more applications of distance formula that we have derived in the last video. That is distance between 2 points whose coordinates are given as x1, y1 and x2, y2 is given by this formula. That is square under root sum of the squares, the abscissa difference plus square root ordinate difference. Okay, now what's the question? You see, name the type of quadrilaterals formed by the points. I have taken two parts, so two questions. The first question, these are the 4 points given as vertices of the quadrilateral, and the second part, these are the points and the vertices of the quadrilateral. So you have to now determine what type of quadrilateral it will be. Okay, so now for that, first of all, you have to know about the properties of all special quadrilaterals that you have learned in 9th class. You know some special quadrilaterals as parallelogram. First one is parallelogram. That is, what is in the parallelogram? Opposite sides has to be equal and the diagonals are not equal. It is parallelogram. But if in the parallelogram the diagonals are equal, then this parallelogram will become rectangle. So it is parallelogram where the only opposite sides are equal but the diagonals are not equal. But here opposite sides are equal like parallelogram, but also the diagonals are also equal. Here diagonals are also equal. This is D1C and so this is D2. Then it will be rectangle. Then we have rhombus. What is in the rhombus? All the sides are equal. All sides are equal but the diagonals are not equal like parallelogram. Here diagonals are not equal. Here in the parallelogram also diagonals are not equal. But if I take a square, it is a special rhombus, you know. Like rhombus, all the sides are equal, but the diagonals are also equal. So these are all special quadrilaterals. So for determining what kind of quadrilateral it is, I have to check the length of all the sides of the quadrilateral and also the length of the diagonals. Then only I will be able to say whether it is a parallelogram or rectangle or whether it is a rhombus or square. It is rhombus and it is square. Okay, so in this way we will be able to determine. So let us first consider the first part. So let me give the names of the points. Say A is equal to -1, -2. B is your 1, 0. C, and let C is equal to the third point, and D is equal to -3, 0. That's it. So in coordinate geometry, you don't have to draw diagrams. Only the coordinates is sufficient. So you see from this question only. So with the help of distance rule, I will be able to find out the distance between there is AB, BC, CD, DA. This I have to find out. So let me first find out what is AB by distance formula. We take this two, you see, under root difference of this of say 1 minus plus, so 1 plus 1 2. So let me write down 1 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 2 whole square. I have taken this minus this whole square plus this minus this. In this way, looking at the coordinate, I can find out. So it came out to be your it is 2 square 4 plus 4. So it is under root 8, and always write in mixed form. It is in the pure form, we can write in the mixed form also. 4 2s are 8, so 2 root 2. 2 root 2 unit. Okay. So the next we find out BC. Similarly, we find out CD, BC, AB, BC, CD, then DA or AD. All these we have to find out using distance formula. Okay. Now this we have taken on, I have to erase. These are all about sides, but also I have to find out the diagonals also. Okay, so AC and BD are the diagonals. These two also I have to find out, because you see, in any quadrilateral, if I take in the cyclic order ABCD, then AC and BD are the diagonals. So I have to find out the length of the diagonals also by distance formula, then only I will be able to tell. So what is BC? Find out by distance formula. BC is your this BC. So again, I can take this minus 2 whole square. Let me write down minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 0 whole square. So it came out to be same. I do see minus 2 whole square 4 plus 4. So this is also root 8. That is 2 root 2. Then let me find out CD. CD will be like this: minus 3 plus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 2. So this is also same: minus 3 plus minus 2 whole square 4, and this is also 4. So all are coming to be same, 2 root 2 unit. Then AD will be under root minus 3 minus, that is minus 3, and minus it will become plus. Are you getting it? I think 0 minus plus. So you have to take care, because there is always minus, no? So if the ordinate is minus, epsilon minus, then after taking minus it will become plus. That you have to take care, others will be doing mistake. You have to be careful while putting the values. Take care of the signs. So it is also coming out to be minus 4 plus 4. So this is also root 8 to root 2 now. So what I find, now till now I have found that all the sides are equal. So it will be either rhombus or square, since all the sides are equal. Now whether it is rhombus or square, that will be determined by checking the length of the diagonals. So that's why I have to find out the AC. So AC means I have to take A and C. Okay. So AC, you see now, minus 1 is plus, so minus 1 plus 1 whole square plus, this became, so 2 minus 1 is plus, so 2 plus 2 whole square. So it is 0 plus 4 square means 16, so it is 4 unit. And what about BD? BD means I have to take now this one and this one. So minus 3 minus 1 minus 3 minus 1 whole square plus 0 minus 0. That is 0 only. So that is also root 16 minus 4 whole square is 6. That is 4 unit. So what I see, the diagonals are also equal. So you write, since all the sides are equal, that is what you have observed, that AB is equal to, that is AB is equal to BC is equal to CD is equal to AD and is equal to 2 root 2 unit. That is all the sides are equal, and both the diagonals are also equal. Both the diagonals are also equal, that is AC is equal to BD is equal to 4 unit. Therefore the given quadrilateral is a square. In this way we determine. Okay, fine. So now next we go for this. Similar way, let us now find out all these things. Okay. So this you have understood what you have to do. You have to find out the distance between all the points, that is the sides and the two diagonals. We have to find out. So this was the first part. So the first part came out to be a square. Now let us check for the second part. Second part. Second part, let us write down the points. So A is minus 3, 5, minus 3, 5. Second point is 3, 1, and 0, 3, and this is minus 1, minus 4. Okay, let's find out AB. So what is AB? 3 3 minus minus plus 3, 3 plus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square. Okay, fine, is not it? We have taken the difference of this. So it came out to be under root 6 square means 36 plus 5 minus 4 is 16. So under root 52, I think. Root 52. Let me keep it this way. Then BC under root. BC is this 2. So 3 minus 0 or 0 minus 3. 0 minus 3 whole square by 3 minus 1 whole square. By distance formula, I am ready. Now I can do one thing. You know, 52. 4 into 13 is 52. I know. Let me write down this way. Because this is in pure form, I should always express them in mixed form. Why, you see? Because otherwise it is not possible to add. So it is your 4 into 13 is your 52. So 4 will come out as 2 root 13. Is the 2 root 13 is your BC. And let me find out this one. This is your AB. Now let me find out BC. So 3 square is 9 plus 3 minus 2, 4. So it is root 13 only. Root 13. Now CD. CD is this and this. So under root, CD is your minus 1 whole 0 plus 1 whole square. 3 plus 4 whole square. Okay, I have done this time. I have taken this minus this. 3 plus 4. So it is under root 1 plus 7, so 49. So it is root 50. This can be written as 25 into 2, so 5 root 2. Then AD under root this and this AD. So 1 minus 3, minus 1 plus 3 whole square plus minus 4 minus 5 whole square. So it is like this. 3 minus 1, 2, 4 plus 5 plus 9 minus 9 whole square, 81. Under root 85. This cannot be taken out because 5 into 17 is 85. So I cannot write in this pure mixed form. Then AC. AC is your this and this. Sorry. This and this. So 0 minus 3, that is 0 plus 3 whole square plus 3 minus 5. 3 minus 5 whole square. So it is under root 9 plus 4. That is root 13 unit. Now you observe, observation is very important in mathematics. If you now observe, you see AB was 2 root 13, BC was root 13 and AC is root 13. Okay. So what we can say, because in the, if sum of two segment is equal to a third segment, then the points are collinear. So what we observe, observing this, I am not finding out the value of BD, not wasting my time, because observation is very important. So AB is your 2 root 13, then your BC is root 13, BC is root 13, and then BC is also root 13, and then what is this root 13 is AC, and AC is also root 13. So what do we find? This plus this is this, therefore BC plus AC is equal to AB, is not it? Root 13 plus root 13, since root 13 plus root 13 is equal to 2 root 13. That's why BC plus AC is AB. Then what does it mean? It means that sum of these two is equal to this. That means ABC will be collinear, because we know this. So therefore A, B, C are collinear. Because of this, I have told you, if the sum of two line segment is equal to third segment, then the points will be collinear. So you see in here, what does it mean? Means this BC plus your AC is equal to AB. That means this B has to be here, somewhere here. B has to come down here. Do you understand? So ABC, this has to come down. ABC will be collinear. That means ABC is a line. Then the third point somewhere here D. So what does it mean? It will be no longer a quadrilateral because ABC is collinear. It is a triangle. So ABC is collinear. Therefore, it is not a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Rather, it is a triangle. It is a triangle. So there is no question of finding BD. So I have saved my times when I am observing this. That's why I have expressed AB in in mixed form. All are expressed in mixed form. So once I have this is 2 root 13, one root 13, another root 13, then this should come in my mind. This thing. So it will not be a quadrilateral because if three vertices of a quadrilateral are collinear, then it cannot be a quadrilateral anymore. It's not it. It will be something like that. 1, 2, 3. Among the 4 points, 3 points are collinear. So how can it be a quadrilateral? It cannot be a quadrilateral. It has to be a triangle. So this second part is a special one where you need some observation is required. So don't do in mathematics, you don't do mechanically. You have to always keep your observation on, okay? Then you can save your time, okay? So these are the things. So this is a very important, a different type of question, the second part, where this came out to not to be quadrilateral, okay? Next question that I have taken, another application of distance formula. Check whether these 3 points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. So again, let me give names to the points. Let A is 5, minus 2, then B is your 6, 4, and lastly take the third point to be C. Okay, this is the first thing we do. We have to give some names to the points. Now, first of all, we have to check whether it is your vertices of an isosceles triangle. So we have to know the property. So in isosceles triangle, you know, 2 sides are equal. 2 sides are equal. So that means I don't know what are the name of the vertices, but simply I know that is 2 sides will be equal. So that means distance between any 2 pair of points has to be same, then only it will be isosceles triangle, otherwise not. So for that's why I don't have to draw diagram, simply I have to find out the distance between pair of points. So let me first find out AB by distance formula. So it will be under root, as you know, x2 is your 6 minus x1 is 5 whole square plus y2 4 minus y1 is minus 2 whole square. So this is the formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this will be under root 1 square plus, it will be plus 4 plus 6, 4 plus 2 6, 6 square. So it is under root 36 plus 1, 37 unit. Next, let me find out the distance between the points B and C using the distance formula. So x2 is 6, is 7 between this and this. So 7 minus 6, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 is minus 2 minus y1 is 4. So let me find out 1 plus again minus 6 whole square is yours, minus 6 whole square, that is your again root 37 unit, 36 will not. So now I have seen that AB is equal to BC, so there no need of finding AC, no need, because I have to check whether any 2 segments are equal or not. So no need to finding AC, remember. So since AB is equal to BC is equal to root 37 unit, therefore ABC is an isosceles triangle. In this way, right? Okay, in this way you have checked. Yes, it is isosceles triangle. Okay, so with the help of distance formula, no need of drawing any diagram, you see. No need of drawing diagram, only we have to find the basic properties of the geometric figures, and we can check by distance formula. Okay.